the phone from the torque and the pressure. Okay, so there we go. It's just a slight curve, which is what was needed. Nothing too crazy.
Katie says, to mention the picture of the bald white guy in your past projects, is it Darth Malgus?
Yes, that is, Kitty. Darth Malagus. That's looking really, really good. Now I have enough space to slide my foot in, even though I know there's a secondary piece I have to build. Hmm. I think I might permanently glue this into place because of where this is sitting at. I can definitely slide my foot in here with no problem. And I still gotta put a top cover piece over this anyhow. Um, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, 'cause I can definitely slide my foot into this. That's no problem. All right. So let's go ahead and get this set up to be glued in place. A smart thing you do is to always get out your pencil and just take and mark the area that you're going to glue it to. That way, when you do lay that glue down, it sits where it should be. There we go.
Katie said, it took me a while to think of the character's name. Kept thinking of Darth Maul, but I knew that wasn't right.
Nope, yeah, because Darth Maul is definitely more red. A lot more red. Okay, let's see. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to use some of this real quick along the actual edge because I want this flush if at all possible.
She said, oh yeah, Darth Maul's like red and
Yep, yep. He's a badass Sith. Can't front. That boy can wreck shop. I am looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with the next MMO. So you see, in this case, I am not shifting anything around. I'm laying it
oh, so your
right in the
what the
spot.
red black arm piece blade sword from your past projects was you were wearing in like two or three pictures.
Oh, that's the prototype arm. I actually built that for a client. It's based on a character named Sergeant Keller in a game called Prototype. He was a military man who came home to seeing his wife murdered and his daughter kidnapped um, by a guy named Alec Mercer, basically. Alec Mercer in the first iteration of the story was a kind of like an experiment with this weird bio, I don't know what to call it, bioserum or whatever, but it allowed him to be able to transform parts of his body into living weapons, and even eventually camouflage his whole body to look like somebody else. And this is being done while there's this weird mutant outbreak across the city. You know, so in the first one, Alec Mercer was a hero, but in the second one, he becomes a villain, kind of, sort of. And Sergeant Keller, he finds him and he actually injects him with this same type of serum right from his body in the hopes that it will make Sergeant Keller like his general, to run his army, so to speak. But, of course, Sergeant Keller being a black dude wasn't having it. So he ends up wanting to hunt down Alec Mercer and find his daughter. So that's the character, And I went ahead and I wore it to. It is.
I have a lot of respect for Darth Maul's character, more so than most of the other Sith Lords in SWTOR.
Yeah, I wore that to either it was ECC or it was SAC. I wore it to, and it was kind of cool because I didn't know this, but when I entered the costume contest, two of the
Oh
judges
my.
were actually people from the dev team that worked on that game. They gushed all over that weapon arm. They loved it. It was the best version they had ever seen. Plus it lit up too. Okay. Nice. And it is flush. Like a royal flush. Okay, so thank you so much for the follow, Encino. Welcome to the channel, man. I am Da Vinci, your host. My lovely moderators are Jayreen, my fiance, and the lovely Kitty. Hope you enjoy your stay here, man. I really should be using crazy glue on this edge, but I'm not. I'm gonna lay this whole thing down in one shot, basically. So got my crazy glue now. Got that there. Now the crazy glue. That all along the edge here. It's kind of cool with this stuff too, because you really don't need a lot of it at all. Just a little something, something. Do gotta work fast though. Gots to work fast. There we go. Yeah, I got more than enough space to slide my foot in. Yeah, I'm gonna put some crazy glue up in here. Cause I don't want no hot glue oozing out the top, so I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of crazy glue. As soon as this fully sets. Cool. Crazy glue, crazy glue. little bit, drop here, drop there. Nothing too crazy. Then I just push them together.
Okay, you said so. Did Vinci see that Calibretto changes from a hand to a cannon on his left arm? Are you going to be doing the cannon or the hand?
Doing the cannon. I wish, I could make a transform like that, but I don't have Tony Stark smarts. If I did, oh, it'd be on the cracking. But no, I am not a roboticist, so I like to dabble in electronics, but I don't have brain power like that, unfortunately. I'm just mortal. One thing I can definitely say about when you happen to build two parts, well, the same thing for like two parts of the body, whether like it's your shoulders or whether it's your hands, or your feet, even like the knees and thighs. You don't want to really build one piece fully and then go to the other. You want to try to build them almost at the same time. You do two pieces on this one here, then you hop to the other one, and you do the same two pieces on the other one.
Painkiller says, God, you scared me being in place for so long. And Kitty says, keep up, Vinci. Yeah, I figured it would be too hard to make a change back and forth between them.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I thought about it. I tried to figure out how to do it. And the only thing that came to mind was lots of servo motors all throughout. You know, but yeah, that's some intense Iron Man level type stuff. Yeah, yeah. I mean, cause I'm competing, against fellow streamers. Some of them doing some pretty amazing cosplays, and who knows who might be at that convention if I get chosen to go as one of the contestants, you know. And so whatever I can do to take my cosplay over the top, I would definitely do, definitely, and that would be hellified. Ooh wee! If I could figure that shit out, be on and cracking. Cause something like that, I'd have to motorize all of it, not just the part that spins, which I will be motorizing that section, but just the whole way that he cocks his hand back and his fist just disappears into kind of like the forearm, and then the top piece comes up and over it. And I don't know how the hell I would do the gun tip shooting out in the front. Yeah, yeah, that's some next level stuff right there.